Hi guys, it's me SB Studs, and welcome to Mock Mondays. This is a series where I build a mock, showcase the build and all its techniques, and then you guys can leave your opinion in the build on the comments below. Explaining out of the way, today's mock is called the Imperial Briefing Room. But before we get into today's mock showcase, the YouTube gods on Mount Olympus have told me that only about 13% of you guys are actually subscribed. So if you guys want to see more LEGO news videos, mock showcases, and more, then go down below and destroy that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Thanks to Heaven Amara, who is our most recent subscriber. And while you're down there in the description, drop a like on this video. Let's try and get to 10 likes. But with all that out of the way, let's get into today's build. So, to start off, I'll talk about my inspiration for this build. Basically, I bought some more PlayStation gear at JB Hi-Fi about a week ago, and I bought Star Wars Squadrons while I was there. I've got to tell you, it's really fun. The feeling of being inside one of the Star Wars fighters from the Empire or the New Republic is so exhilarating that I cannot explain it. Just to be clear, I'm not sponsored in any way by EA, so they aren't paying me to say this. So, since the game is so awesome, I thought that I might as well make a mock video about it. So I considered different options, but the one I kept coming back to were the briefing rooms. You see, before you blast off into space, you get to be put, I guess, in a briefing room to discuss plans and tactics. Both the Imperial and New Republic briefing rooms are really awesome. So this week I've built the Imperial briefing room, and next week I'll build the New Republic briefing room. But explaining out of the way, let's get into this week's mock. So, just starting off with a bit of general detail, you notice that pretty much the whole thing is built with snot, which is studs not on top. So, from the floor to the most of the wall is actually just sideways building. The only things that aren't sideways building are the door, the lights, and one of the smaller sections of the wall. But literally everything else is sideways building. And that just let me be a bit more fluid with the angles, and make it a bit more smoother, and give it a nice aesthetic. And I think it worked together really well. But just some more specific details. Starting up on the right, we have the, I guess, briefing center. Here we have Captain Carroll, who is the captain of the Overseer. We have LT-514, who I think is like a strategist, I can't exactly remember. So these two are both, I guess, in the Imperial ranking. And unfortunately, I didn't have a good hairpiece for Captain Carroll, because she's actually a bit she's got blonde tips, but unfortunately I don't really have a blonde hairpiece that's right, so I just had to make it black. And then I used these headphone pieces on LT-514 and just bent them ever so slightly, and that just actually made it just like a perfect fit for his head, because he has this weird thing that goes around his head, and I think that actually ended up fitting quite well. I think that's something that I did quite well with this mock. And then we just have a regular TIE pilot. I did want to put in more, but I don't have any more TIE pilots, unfortunately. And then we can see this, I guess, hollow table. I don't know what it's called. And then we have this large window out here, which is just to the emptiness of space. And I just used some snot building just to give it that black emptiness through the window. And then just to give that design, and I guess, what's it called, angular angles on the bottom. Yeah, I guess that's what you call it, angles on the bottom. Anyway, then moving to the left, we have an Imperial officer, because there's actually lots of them in this room. I'll just show you a picture. Lots of them. And then we have this, I guess, Imperial Command Center, Imperial Controls, with this Imperial, I guess, not officer, Imperial pilot or Imperial crew. And this is a console that's seen like in both corners of the room. And this is actually something that I had a trouble figuring out how to build, and I'm sure that some of you would too. So if you want to find out how to build this, you can find out on my Instagram, which is SB_studs, and I'll post a tutorial on how to build it. Then, moving out of the corner, we have this Imperial Stormtrooper, which is standing next to these, I guess, Imperial lights, which are always in like stuff like Death Stars and Star Destroyers. And that was a pretty simple build. It's just a little bit of snot, which isn't that difficult. and it's just snot build essentially, and I think it actually just adds a little bit to the build. Just that white of the Stormtrooper and the lights just sticks out a bit, which is nice. And then we have this door. I really liked how I used these what are these called, grill pieces, grill bricks, and then I also like how I use the rail pieces up top to give it that nice aesthetic, which makes it seem a bit tough in its exterior, just like the Empire, which I think is a nice touch. And then just some things I think I could have improved. The back walls behind the Imperial console probably could have used some electronics or something. I just kind of ran out of time, so sorry about that. That's just something I really wish I had have done. And then also with the holo table, I'll give you a picture here. The holo table kind of has this, I guess, outer rim, which I was going to use wheel rims for, but they were just too small for what I wanted to do, so I didn't end up doing that, but I would have done it if I could. So, yeah guys, that's the end of this Mock Monday showcase. Make sure to comment down your favourite part of this mock and what your opinion on this mock is overall in the comments below. Also, do please check out any of the tutorials I've mentioned. You can find them on my Instagram at sb_studs. I also do tell you guys when I'm going to upload videos at what times and dates. So if you want to make sure that you're getting on videos as soon as they're released, then you should probably follow me on Instagram at sb_studs. Also, if you can, like and subscribe. We're getting really close to 150 subscribers, and I'd really like to see our channel get to that. And also, I'm planning on doing something a bit special when we end up doing that. Also, if you want to ask me anything about LEGO or YouTube in general, then feel free to DM me on Instagram, and I'll probably end up responding since I don't get that many DMs. As always, as I said, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Sterling, out.